Hey, I'm Wesker Ponch as usual. Welcome back. I want to take the time to talk about some things and do some explaining. In the background is Enter the Gungeon, which is a fun little game that has a bit of an addictive feel to it, thanks to its randomly generated dungeons and permadeath restart thing going on. So, roguelike, I guess. I suck ass at it, so apologies. Anyway, on to business. If you've been keeping up with my stuff, you know that I've been missing on YouTube for about a month. Basically, some personal crap came up and it really hit me hard. I feel I felt pretty bad, awful, and it just wasn't a great time for me. I couldn't put out any videos. It didn't really work together with my motivation. Had a bit of problem doing things, so I was thinking about making a video on the lack of content, but I ultimately couldn't bring myself to even do just that. I'm sorry that I was just non-existent for so long, and I'll try to do better next time I take a hit. So hopefully that won't be so bad next time, and we can just have this better communication going on. I plan on continuing releasing the videos as usual that I've been releasing, and that's of course Final Fantasy VII and Bloodborne Pro Hunting. Now this may sound somewhat silly, but I want to say thank you guys so much for 10 subscribers. I'm glad that even a single person enjoys any of my content, and knowing that people actually enjoy what I put out and what I personally see as kind of garbage, it's really heartwarming, and I'm really inspired to just make more and continue doing what I have to do in school and all that crap, and taking care of my own personal shit. It really is inspiring. Really, thank you every last one of you. Thank you. Now I want to go ahead and move on and talk a bit about my series that I'm working with now. First, I want to mention Bloodborne Pro Hunting slightly because there's a bit of an issue with it, to be honest. If you might have noticed, I released a video of Bergenworth completely skipping the Forbidden Woods area in the game. That's because my footage for the section got messed up, and it was my own fault, actually. Before I was hit with personal crap, I got really editing happy, and I went ahead and packaged about 15 episodes in one long sleepless night. I had the wrong idea that now that I sliced up all those saved clips on my PS4, I could just delete the original clips since, like, they're not the original clips anymore, and I thought it would create a separate file or something on the PS4. And the SHAREfactory projects I thought would be just A-OK. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. I pretty much lost 3 entire episodes of dicking around in the Forbidden Woods and an episode of Canehurst Castle. This really sucks because honestly, each of these episodes are probably in my favorite batch of these silly, intentionally crap montages. And I just had a lot of fun experiences with some of my friends hanging out and doing PvP and messing with some buggy areas. I don't know if I stupidly deleted other clips that or will affect future videos that I want to release, but I guess I'll find out soon. And I'll have to make something out of it. Like this video for Bergenworth, the beginning is really kind of messy, but I tried to make it work as I could. Moving on to the other series that I'm releasing regularly, and the one that I'm releasing more regularly, well, I had been a month ago, releasing more than Bloodborne Pro Hunting, is Final Fantasy VII, my Let's Play of that. A friend of mine noticed something about it, and turns out the game volume was way too damn loud. And I listened to this and I didn't really realize the complete extent of the problem because I guess I'm really stupid when it comes to audio things. But starting from episode 8, I'll be sure to lower the volume so everyone can hear my stupid banter and not have to deal with all those loud sound effects instead. What I was planning on doing was releasing Final Fantasy VII up until the release of Final Fantasy 15, but to everyone's horror recently, and who actually is still banking at Final Fantasy 15 and isn't suspecting it's going to suck ass and it doesn't care, the release date has been pushed back from September 30th to all the way 2 months later, November 29th, which really isn't that big of a change in the long term, but it's good news and bad news, I guess, for my channel. I get to probably actually release all of my Final Fantasy VII Let's Play series before Final Fantasy 15 comes out if I really get to work. But of course I need to wait for that beacon of hope I call Final Fantasy 15 in my actual daily life of entering my senior year of my university major and all that crap. Of course, Persona 5 comes out on September 15th in Japan, but I'm painfully waiting for the Western release on Valentine's Day next year. For some reason, maybe I should check again and see if they're going to have English subs, because I do like sometimes having the original Japanese cast voices for games and like anime and all that crap, but I played Persona 3 and Persona 4 with the English voices, so I just figured it'd be best to stick with English voices still. Either way, expect a Let's Play of Persona 15. I mean, Final Fantasy 15, sorry, when it comes out, and also Persona 5 in the distant future. Probably once again around Valentine's Day after Final Fantasy 15, because to be honest, I'm not the biggest Shin Megami Tensei fan, or Persona even for that matter. I got into the series not even a year ago, unfortunately, around November last year, 2015, and I love the series so far, what I played. I want to move back to the original SMT series, because I hear it's a lot more, the plot's a lot more engaging. It's less character driven, I guess, but it's more gripping, I guess, from what I hear. And I really love Persona 3 FES from what I played in Persona 4 Golden on my Vita. The great games, solid games. Persona 3's dungeon crawling is a little bit tedious at times, especially on replays, but I love it. I'd actually prefer Persona 3, I think, over Persona 4. Not exactly sure. Maybe because Persona 4, I don't know. They both have their. Yeah, this is getting off topic. Never mind. Forget about Persona right now, or Shin Megami Tensei. And as we can see right here in the gameplay footage that I captured of me sucking ass, there's this boss right here that I'm fighting, which is I guess his name is Gatling Gull. He's an obvious nod to Vulcan Raven from Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, I'll go ahead and cut to his death at the end to have the reference of the crows eating him after his defeat. But really, that's it for the update. I guess we can sit here and watch me fight this boss, I guess. I was doing pretty solid, but I messed up, if I recall correctly. I guess I'll touch more on Persona, since we're talking about it. So I feel Persona 4, like, it really captured that emotion, some emotions I felt in high school hanging out with friends, and it didn't capture the drama because, fortunately, you, or the protagonist, I should say, has a really tight group of friends that don't seem to get into too much trouble. Or maybe it's because he didn't really spend too much time with them so far, and only a year doesn't really cut too deep into interpersonal problems. But it was Persona 3, especially the ending, just really had me, and I was going through a terrible time a terrible part of my life. I was really, really fucking depressed during the winter that I managed to finish it, and fighting Nyx at the end really kind of boosted me as a person, I guess. And that kind of fell apart time and time again, but I mean, I don't think it's ever gotten bad since last winter. A little bit of personal information about Wesker Punch, I guess. And I'm still fighting this boss. Not quite a bullet hell, but a little bit of a shmup action going on. And I beat him. Well done, Wesker Punch. You lost health, though. That's not cool. And see, the crows eat him, just like Vulcan Raven. Or the gulls, I guess, not crows. Anyway, well, this was my first channel update, and I hope you people enjoyed it. Let me know if you want some more personal crap, or if you want me to talk about some things that I might normally not talk about. And I'll see you next time. Thank you, and everyone take care.